it's your guy Miss Tura, and today I want to just tell you guys. I want to talk about um. Today I want to talk about love, falling in love, and this is your girl Miss Tura, author and life coach. Um, Falling in love can be deadly or it can be lovable. Sometimes you find a person that you lack, and I gotta tell you guys, yes, this is the Makeup and Hair Vines Chronicles. But sometimes you can find somebody you love, and then all of a sudden that person may disappear. You may wonder why they went ghost, why they didn't call you, why they didn't break up with you over a text message, why after sex you haven't heard from them. Well, I'm gonna just put it like this. Rule number one is you gotta be true to yourself and love yourself. You know, you can't be having sex on the first night and expect a relationship to come out of that because you may be ready to settle down. The other person may not be ready to settle down. So now you have it to where you got a person you like and you think you falling in love with that person, or you and that person may have been kicking it for a couple of months now and you think you falling in love with that person, but when in reality that person does not love you. You know, there's a reason why people say they fall in love, but falling in love is loving that person unconditional, loving that person for who they are, not for what they do, not for what they have, but for who they are. Loving that person because that person makes you happy and it completes you from your soul. That person loves God. Number one, God has to be the center, has to be first. How can you love me if you don't love God and you don't love yourself? Number two, loving someone is giving that person your all. You may be living with someone right now and you may be paying the bills by yourself, or you may be putting food on the table by yourself, and the other person is not helping you, but you love them. Yes, in a way that's love, but that is not love. And I'm going to tell you guys why. Is because if that person loved you, they wouldn't let you do it by yourself. They wouldn't let you do it alone. I'd rather struggle alone than struggle with somebody that say they love me and can't help me. Now, a genuine love relationship is when you meet a guy. I'm going to take me for a prime example, make this video quick and short. When I met my husband, Mike, he was in the military. He went to Germany. He was in the military. We was due to get married and move by January. He put me in a car so I can go to school. That's the husband, that's love. You care about your wife, you care about her dreams, you want to see her make it. Number two, he went to Germany, purchased us a 4-bedroom house with 2 bathrooms, and he came back and he gave me the key. He said, "This is the key to our house. This is our house. You know, we about to move in January, and we about to move, and we need to move quicker. So we need to hurry up and get married." That's love. When my husband came 4 times to marry me and put the ring on my finger, that's love. Love is, regardless of what me and my husband went through over the years, I was caught cheating. I was wrong for what I did because I wasn't ready to settle down. I wasn't ready to get married. I was young. I was 16 years old. My husband was 39 years old in the military. And me and my husband kept the relationship going until I made the age of 17 years old, which I had one step away from being married. But my husband made a decision to go to Germany without me. And he said, "I will come back and get you another time and we will get married in a couple more months. I will still send you money. I will still, help you with gas in the car. The car is yours. Burn me off the lot." So I couldn't ask for more with my husband. That's love. But the love that man has for me, I'm a 29-year-old woman compared to being 16, having a husband in the military, to being 29. Today, if I need my husband and I call him, he's going to always be there for me. No matter what it is, if I just need to talk, if I need finance, whatever I need, my husband is going to be there for me because he made the vow to love me. I am his second wife. But he made the vow to me that he will always love me, and that's love. Love does not hurt. Love, so y'all need to stop it now. Love is not cheating. It's not lying. It's not going to sleep with Sheila, John, Eddie. It's not all of that. Love is not fighting abuse, marital abuse, whether it's single abuse, marital abuse. mentally, physically, or emotionally. That's not love. Love does not hurt. And in order to have, how I found true love is when I found God. God is true love. He loves me unconditional for who I am. It doesn't matter if I do wrong, whether I am right or wrong. God loves me for who I am and not for what I used to be, not for what I could have been, but for who I am. God loves me. So I have to give God the same love in return. Out of respect for Him, I have changed my life. I have turned my life around. I'm not going to say I'm perfect because I'm not. And I'm not trying to be I'm a woman, a godly woman. But I have learned to do things the right way. I was on a dating site and I was looking to date outside of my marriage. My husband, he's living his life. I'm living my life because my husband doesn't want me to have a career. He doesn't want me to work. He doesn't want me to do anything. My husband just want to take care of me and be a man. That's fine, but I want to do things. I don't want to sit in the house all day cooking and cleaning. I want to get out there and enjoy life. I want to have my privacy. So I live down here, and my husband lives way overseas. I haven't seen my husband since probably FaceTime last Monday. You know, but me and my husband, we working on rebuilding what we had. We trying to repair that. But since my husband has reached out to me, I have changed my life. I used to fight. I used to curse. I used to do all of those things. I still do it, but I try not to do it no more. But as in fighting is that's dead to me. That's never coming back. I'm not turning back that life. I have daughters that's looking at me, and I need to set an example for them. It's time for me to start acting like the woman God wants me to be, and I won't let anybody stop me. So in reality, if you have the same love for your children and for yourself, you owe the love to yourself before you can love somebody else. So that goes to show you that what is love? Why do people say they love you and they hurt you? Why do they lie to you? Why do they play games? You know, I'm an author, I'm a writer, so I know about things like this. And a lot of times we find ourselves meeting a guy or a woman and you want to settle down and then come to find out they married or they have somebody or you're not the only one. So now you're heartbroken. Now you're left in miserability. It's just so unfair. So now you have to be careful. Now you have to switch it up. So when I was on a lot of dating sites looking for love or looking for someone to be with, um, I found myself getting on a dating site where I was raped. The guy raped me and beat me up in my own home because I just wanted to be friends with him and I didn't want to take it nothing more. He was looking for love, but I was not looking to be with him in love. So he raped me and beat me up. So now it is this year I've been raped, I've been beat up. I had to eat soup for 2 weeks. I have to live around the man that raped me. You know, I'm still smiling. He didn't break me because I know there's life after rape. I know there's something to look forward to. I let go of my last relationship of 10 years. He's not the man for me. You still want to be in the streets. You still want to be abusive. You still want to play games. You still want to get high. That's your life. If you're comfortable with it, live your life. Like I told him, you just not the man for me. There is love out there for you. If it's the girl you cheated on me with 2 years ago, you feel like, the reason why you're down and out is because of our relationship, number one, that's not the issue because if that was the issue, I wouldn't have wrote 31 books while we was together, separated, going through cheating, going through mental abuse, physical abuse. If that was the case, why did I accomplish mine and you didn't accomplish yours? That's not the case. So I had came to agreement. I told him like a man. I said, look, you've been replaced. I found somebody else. And I didn't have to find nobody else. That's my husband. My husband is always going to be here. You know? So I ended it with him. And now it's like the devil, he tries to send people my way. He tries to send confusion. I was drinking, I was fussing, I wanted to go off the wall, losing my mind, and I had to snap back into it and say, you know what? You have kids. Doesn't God love you? Doesn't you love God? If you love God, you wouldn't act the way you do. So that made me change right there. So now you find yourself to where you're looking for love, and so many people are going through so much, and it's just not in your family. Because number one, I don't need validation. I don't need love. I don't need you to give me love. I don't need you to give me love. I need God to love me because I have to love Him and respect Him if I want my life to go according to plan and go on the right path, the positive path. So when you single, you live that single life. You don't put yourself out there. You don't meet nobody, and just because they're talking good and you like them and you want to see what they're about, don't worry about those people. Don't worry about them hurting you. You know, if you made a mistake, you slept with them, and you didn't hear from them the next day, or you found out they was married or they had somebody the whole time. That's okay. Let that go. Let God deal with that. Start all over because there's a brand new day. Start all over. And now put yourself on a respectable market and say, you know what? Now that I'm single, I'm going to live my single life and focus on me. People understand I don't look good for you. I look good for me. I look good for me, not you, not a man, but for my God, for myself. And when you're single, it's okay about with being single, long as you're not out here sleeping with everybody, because diseases are real. This is nothing to play with. You playing with your life. You take a gamble every time you lay in the bed with a man or woman. So it's time to wake up and say, you know what? If I'm gonna be single, I'm gonna focus on me and I'm gonna accomplish my goals. Single. If you get with someone, make sure that person loves you for you. Make sure y'all both can pull together. It's not just one doing by itself. We got to come together like I talked about earlier. If you don't learn anything from me, the life coach, Ms. Terrell, know that when my husband came, my husband didn't have me walking. My husband put me in a brand new vehicle. I could say that through the years I was able to purchase my own vehicle on my own, working on my own, for the things I wanted. I worked hard. I stayed up some nights, lost some sleeps. I walked some jobs. I had to do a lot. I had to get up early in the morning when I want to sleep. I've been in an accident. I've been in 3 car wrecks within the last 3 years. And the doctor has had me resting, and he keeps saying, you need to rest, you need to rest, you need to rest. It's not time to get back on the road. It's not time to drive. It's not time to do this. It's not time. When is it time? Because God is allowing me to be strong to do these things. So when is it time to do these things? When am I going to do these things? Why are you holding me back? But it's not him holding me back, it's God. So now you find yourself looking for love in all the wrong places. You're going out there dating this one and that one, and you're letting the devil in your house. Keep the devil out your house, whether it's a friend or family. Keep him out. And turn to God and give God your life, and I promise you your life is going to be blessed. So the lesson for today is love yourself. Love God. He's first. Love your children. I just got to speak on it. Some women, and I'm going to just go ahead and say it, but some women will put a man before God, or will put a man before their children. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I couldn't even do it when I didn't have kids to my nieces or my nephews. A man is nothing, and I don't care who don't like it. You are not God. You don't control the earth. You don't control nothing but what's in your path. Don't put those men before your kids, because your kids come first. Let him starve, just like he let you starve. If he cannot put you in a car, or he cannot come bring you to the grocery store to get food on the table, let him starve. Put the kids first. I had to, when me and my ex was going through stuff, baby, if you don't put nothing in here, you don't sleep. You don't put nothing in here, you don't eat. And you don't drink if you don't pay the water bill. It has to get paid. Somebody got to pay it. And if I got to pay it and you drinking it up, you got to go. It's time to let that go, because those kids are looking at that.